Hi, I'm Gavin Knights. I'm the co-founder of 3 Motion Media. This is my pal and my Labrador Roxy, who was my big supporter for the Great North Run in 2018. I was asked by the guys at COCO to just talk for a few minutes about why I ran the Great North Run. And most importantly, from my perspective, the race was all about getting involved in an event that would support a great charity. We work with COCO, we love what they do, we're inspired by what they do. So that gave me an incentive to get off the sofa and go and start putting in those miles. The start of the process for us was a team effort. The team, 5 members of our team decided to run the race. And although only 4 made the eventual journey, 1 dropped out through lack of training. The rest of us made the journey. So the race was a team made up of me, my business partner Neil and his wife Amy, and also Care. And Care was running our first ever race. Well, for me, the most important thing about the experience within the Great North Run is achieving something that's quite hard. A lot of people get involved in the Great North Run because they want to raise money for charity, and we did that, we wanted to do that. But it's also a really interesting physical challenge to take your body through a process of change where you maybe go from spending too much time on the couch to running 3-4 times a week and building those distances up to the point that you can effectively run 13 miles. I used to do quite a lot of running, but I haven't for some time, and it was quite a hard challenge. So I started on a really easy schedule and made sure that I built the speed up and the time up slowly. And I thoroughly enjoyed the experience. So training for any run is challenging because you have to find time, you have to make time. We're all really busy. My life is extremely busy running this business, and I don't have any more time than anyone else in terms of the capacity to do extra things. So you have to prioritise it. For me, that was about making sure that I fixed my dates, I fixed the days I was going to run, I planned the distances I was going to run, and I gradually built the time and the speed up so that I could actually make that full journey. I live in the northern part of Northumberland, and it's very hilly. So I certainly had the advantage of any training run, starting with either a climb or a descent. In terms of training tips, a couple of key things that I would suggest for anyone planning to run the Great North Run, particularly if they aren't runners. Get a really good pair of trainers. That's a massive, massive advantage for anyone. If your trainer's fit and you're comfortable, then you'll feel much better when you're running every time. Build up time slowly. Don't try to run at full capacity from day one. And you will feel stronger and you will feel fitter, but make sure that you give yourself enough time to develop the distances and the discipline so that your body isn't too shocked by the experience of running. It felt absolutely amazing to finish the Great North Run in 2018. I trained very hard, everything seemed to go really well through the training sessions, but the first time I ran 13 miles, and had run 13 miles for a long time, was the day of the Great North Run. It was a very, very hot day and lots of folks were really struggling with the heat. I managed to get around, I managed to keep enough liquid in and use water at all the stations, which made a huge difference for me. The last mile was very hard. The last 800 yards feels like a couple of miles, that's kind of challenging. But crossing that final line, knowing that you've achieved something as hard as getting across that line. And for me, my target was 2 hours, and I ran the Great North Run in 1 hour, 59 minutes. And getting across the line to my parents, to my partner Wendy too, this little dog, was an amazing feeling. I loved it.